Right, so now that we managed to get a remote shell from our target computer, let's see if we can do the same and use the same exploit with medium security. So I'm gonna cancel this, and I'm gonna go to the security level, and I'm gonna set that to medium. Submitted. And we're gonna go back to our file inclusion vulnerability. I'm gonna listen on the same port exactly like we did in the last video. And I'm gonna use the exact same way to get back the shell. So we're just gonna put the txt file that contains the code for the reverse connection. So that's our file, and we run it. And as you can see, we get nothing here and we get an error message. So what's happened here is it could be that the exploit is patched, or maybe they're using some sort of filtering. You can try and play around with the code. Now, obviously, they can't really filter based on your name because, you can have any name in here. They can't really filter on dots because, again, you can have dots and file names, like the file that they had originally is, the original file is called include.php. So again, they can't really have a filter on the dots. So the things that should raise flags for you is the /, which is highly unlikely because again, /s are used a lot, and the HTTP, because usually you wouldn't have HTTP in your URL after the first HTTP. So what I'm gonna use is I'm just gonna try and put, instead of normal T's, I'm gonna put capital T's. So instead of small t, I have HTTP, but the two T's in there are capital. And if I hit enter now, you'll see that I got my connection right here. And again, I have full access to the server where I can do whatever I want. Now, obviously, this is happening because the way that they're securing this is not right. And we're going to talk about security in a future lecture. So I just want to show you the code now, though. Just a quick look. I usually don't show the code. And as you can see here, they're actually looking for HTTP and HTTPS, and they're replacing that with nothing. So that's why when we used capital T's, we were able to bypass this filter. So always using filters is never a good idea because filters can always be bypassed.